And so with Zoe, what she was coming in with initially was this torticollis, which told us that there was the birth injury that affected this region, the upper cervical spine, which happens to be where the vagus nerve roots from. And so she came in with a tremendous amount of torque and torsion and tension in her body. Torque in the neck, tension in her upper body. She was carrying tons of energy. This poor little thing was just constantly on overdrive. So when we first started looking into her, we had to start getting some insights into what was happening inside. And one of the best things that we ever did for her was we were able to capture an HRV. This on the screen here that you see is her HRV. So for context, moms and dads, I want you to understand that that green box, the center zone, right in the very center of that screen at the green is where she should be, right where it says 100. So if you see where she is fully 3 standard deviations below where she should be. That is a significant effect on her nervous system because it tells us that her nervous system is deeply stuck in stress. It tells us that the vagus nerve is not able to kick on and do what it's supposed to do to drive the brain to develop at its max, to calm her central nervous system, which is why she required so much stimulation, which is why she was so hyperactive, which is why she had so many delays with her nervous system. Because from the very beginning, her nervous system was locked into fight or flight because she had such a traumatic labor and delivery with so much force, and she sustained a birth injury. And moms and dads, if you've never heard this before, this whole birth trauma story is really what we see happening time and time and time and time again in the children that we take care of. Now, moms and dads, listen, I want to be very clear on this. If a birth intervention was necessary and life-saving, then that is what has to be done. But there are consequences to these things that are very real. And when a child has gone through a significant birth trauma, then these are the kind of things that build up in a child's nervous system. And if they are not addressed early, they have consequences.